think a lot of people, are wondering about, because there isn't really a whole lot that's known about this group. You lose both Bryson Nesbitt and John Copenhaver from last year. Those were guys that were mainstays at the position for each of the last 2 years. You could go back even further than that with the impacts that were felt from them. And now you're turning to Jake Johnson, who is going to be the guy that is the lone scholarship holdover guy from last year's team. There are still a couple of guys that were walk-ons on last year's teams that are on scholarship now, but this is the only guy that is going to be a scholarship player that is going to carry over. And he played a little bit last year for Carolina at the end of the year. Didn't really do a whole lot. Was, used primarily as a blocker. Did not have many catches for Carolina last year, but back at Texas A&M was a very impactful player as a sophomore, or as a redshirt freshman, when he caught 24 passes for 235 yards and 4 touchdowns. Carolina needs him to turn back the clock a little bit and become that type of player for Carolina this year, because they need someone to step up at that tight end spot. And the rest of the guys in this room are really guys that are coming from other schools where they didn't necessarily have even that type of production that we're seeing from a guy like Jake Johnson.
Yeah, the arrival of Bill Belichick feels like it's 1 year too late just in terms of utilizing the tight ends. This is something that from Phil Longo to Chip Lindsey, man, I begged for, I demanded, and I complained a lot about, because there was a lot of talent in that room that I thought they never got the full potential out of that, out of those guys. And now you're in a situation where both those guys are gone. You're going into a year where you've got yet another quarterback battle, and you don't have